So whenever you hear us saying we're eating off the floor, that just means that we're hungry. Like that means that we're willing to do what it takes to win. We're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, to attack everything with that hunger mindset, with that want to just to be great.
When you're flying here with Brock, does he talk at all? Does he say much?
I mean, yeah, Brock talks. He talks a good bit. He might be like quiet and reserved most of the time, but like whenever he's around the guys, he's a jokester. He likes to talk and have fun too.
Coach Smart kind of talked about complacency and the threat of that with this team. But for you, when you think about the idea of maybe more history of pulling a three-peat, what comes to mind and how motivated is this team?
Whenever I think about that, I just think about just putting our best foot forward every day, just trying to attack every day like it's our last day, like just taking every chance that we have to, be out on the field, be with each other, be able to play football, just take it as an honor, and it's not a job. That's how I think about it.
Nolan Smith was one of the players last year who always sent a message back to the city of Savannah. For you, what would your message be to all the high school football players in South Georgia that hope to be on the platform that you are today?
I just tell them, man, no dream's too big. Anything's possible as long as you put in the work and you keep God first, man. Anything's possible.
There's talk about eliminating divisions and changing the schedule. One of the things that they brought up all the time is that Georgia's never come to College Station to play A&M. Is there any disappointment when you look at next year's schedule that there's still a stadium that y'all haven't been to yet?
I honestly haven't even looked at next year's schedule. I've been so focused on, just trying to get myself better for this offseason, get myself ready for UT Martin at the first game that I haven't even taken a look. I'm sorry.
When you look back at your career, is it disappointing that there'll be SEC stadiums that you didn't get to play in?
I don't really look at it as a disappointment. I'm just grateful to be able to play wherever I was able to play at.
Kamari, obviously Chris and Keeley are out. That's a lot of snaps, a lot of experience going out the door. How have guys like you and Malachi taken on like a more leadership role and bringing on other guys?
So I would say, the DB group as a whole, we've all bought into the fact that, those two guys were really, really just crucial guys in our defensive back room, and we've all bought into the fact that we all have to step up and come together and, just lead each other, I was saying earlier that that it doesn't really matter who leads in our group because we're all humble enough to be able to say, okay, cool, maybe today wasn't my best day, and if a younger guy tells an older guy that maybe this wasn't your best day, you're humble enough to be able to accept that and become better.
Just for you individually, how does it feel now, like coming in as a freshman in Georgia, having the battle, now you're the number one corner in University of Georgia? How does that feel for you?
I feel the same, honestly. I still want to come in with that same hunger and drive that I came in on day one. Just trying to be a young buck, getting on the field. I still feel the same way. I just want to continue to just do the little things right and trying to attack every day, with the right mindset.
When you look at those guys that are competing for the spot opposite of you, what stands out about Nyland and Julian and Dalen?
Oh, all three of those guys, they're just hungry and they just want to learn the game. They want to learn everything that they can learn about football, learn everything that they can learn about the coverages, the best way to cover, the best way to attack a guy, which leverage to be in. Just all the things that it takes to be a great corner and be a consistent corner and to be able to play on our football team.
All right, you guys were originally supposed to play Oklahoma this year. That game got taken off the schedule. Were you guys disappointed at all to not have that kind of marquee competition?
I actually had no idea we were supposed to even play Oklahoma. I just knew that we were supposed to play UT Martin first game of the year, and I'm genuinely excited to play them because coming into that first game, they're a pretty good football team, and we look forward to hosting them at home.
Now that you've gone up against Rob Thomas and Dominic Love a little bit more in practice, what do they bring to the table, and how do they
Both of those guys they add more explosiveness to the offense. Already to a super explosive wide receiver group. That's just more fuel to the fire, basically.
That first game, 6 p.m. kickoff, I guess you've only played in one night game at Stanford. What's that going to be like to be between the hedges under the bright lights?
It's going to be great. So, like you said, my last night game was my freshman year against South Carolina. So just to see the red lights and stuff like that again, I'm going to really enjoy that.
Kamari, you lost some defensive leaders like Nolan Smith. Who's stepping into that role? Would you see yourself in that?
I see a lot of guys that's just taking turns, just being like the vocal leaders. We have guys that are on every facet, like whether it's the D line, the linebackers or the DBs that are just being vocal leaders out there, because you know it takes all 11 of us to communicate essentially, and then so just having all 11 guys just buy in and just being able to communicate, it'll match up to just that one energy that Nolan brought as well.
Kirby mentioned that 17 of the 20 guys from your recruiting class stuck around in Athens. What do you think was the special DNA trait of that group that wanted to stick around at Georgia?
I would just say just guys being connected, honestly. You know, just guys wanting to be around each other and just become better together.
Kamari, speak to the leadership in your locker room, your voice to your guys. I mean, I know it's a lot of stuff, a lot of distraction, a lot of outside noise, but you specifically, how do you communicate and how do you motivate and inspire your guys?
So I would say basically I'm whenever I think of myself as a leader, I think of myself as an energetic guy because I'm just a naturally energetic person. So, you know, I try to bring that jovial, you know, kind of feel to the locker room. You know, sometimes whenever things are, you know, kind of harsh, I kind of like try to lighten the mood and stuff. But, you know, still at the end of the day, make sure everyone knows that things is business at the end of the day. But, you know, we have a lot of guys that, you know, just try to bring the right energy to the locker room, and it spreads like wildfire.
Going into last season, you were competing for a starting job. This year, you're one of 3 representatives. What's the biggest difference for you, you know, from year 2 to year 3?
I would say just trying to take the next step, honestly. You know, just going from step 1 to step 2, and that's becoming a leader and becoming a more vocal guy on his team. And then while doing that, still applying that same hunger and aggression that I still had whenever I was first coming in trying to get on the field.
Kamari, how do you handle expectations, whether within the locker room or from outside people? I guess outside.
I would say expectations. You have to look at it as either like something that's good or bad. And I just think that if people are expecting you to do something, then that means that you have the potential to do it. So I mean, just why not put your best foot forward and do it?